kailangan po muna naka-general form siya. M dx plus N dy is equal to 0. Para masabi natin na exact yan, kailangan po yung partial derivative ng M with respect to y will be equivalent to the partial derivative of n with respect to x. Oh, ganun pala yun, sir. Okay, sige. O, bigyan ko na kayo ng example. Paano gagawin yung partial derivative? Halimbawa, okay, ito kunyari yung m natin is 3xy. Yan. So, ano yung magiging partial derivative? Okay, hindi ko kasi ma-draw yun. dm, yan. Partial derivative ng m with respect to y. Ayan. So, pag partial derivative, sige, dugtungan ko pa. Sige, dugtungan ko lang. Minus x squared. Ayan. O, medyo dugtungan ko lang siya. Tapos plus y or 2y. Ayan. Sige, para masaya. Sige. Ayan. Kunyari yan yung m mo, di ba? Kunyari yan yung m mo. Ayan. 3xy minus x squared. So, tandaan natin, pag kukuha po tayo ng partial derivative with respect to y, your x will be constant. So, ibig sabihin, sa kaso po ng 3xy, syempre, kunin mo yung derivative ng y, di ba? With respect to y, it will become 1. So, pero yung x, hindi mo siya gagalawin. Kaya parang kakopy mo lang, 3x times 1. Yung 1 po dyan, derivative po yan ng y with respect to y. Okay? O ngayon, ano po ang magiging partial derivative naman ng x squared with respect to y? With respect to y, ano po magiging partial derivative ng x squared? Diba sabi ko nga, pag partial derivative po with respect to y, ang x magiging constant. Eh dahil yung x is x lang siya, so it will become minus 0 na. And then later on, magiging 3x lang yan. So ibig sabihin, ang partial derivative po ng 3xy minus x squared with respect to y ay 3x. Okay? So I hope nakuha po natin yon. Yan. Okay. O ngayon, let's try another way. Okay, let's try another Okay. Paano naman kapag n is equal to 3xy plus 2y? Kunin natin ang partial derivative ng n with respect to x. O sige guys, ano pong magiging sagot natin dyan? Kunyari, pag tinanong sa inyo, ano magiging partial derivative ng 3xy plus 2y with respect to x? So dito naman, magiging constant yung y. So you will just copy 3y. Tapos, kunin mo yung derivative ng x. So you will have 1. Diba? Tapos, since 2y, okay, 2y lang siya, and you're going to get the partial derivative of that with respect to x, it will become 0. So you will have 3y lang. Okay? So I hope, yung sa partial derivative natin, maintindihan nyo maigi ha. Basta pag kukunin mo yung partial derivative ng m with respect to y, you will treat x as constant. Pag partial derivative ng n with respect to x, you will treat y as constant. Okay? Now, for our solution, okay, we have two ways. Una, okay, we have, una mong gagawin is kunin mo muna yung partial integral ng m with respect to x. Okay, bakit po sinabing partial? Kasi yung m, hindi lang po x ang laman yan, may kasama ding y yan. Okay? May kasama din po siyang y. Dapat ma-integrate natin yung m with respect to x, then may kasama pong g of y. Okay? May kasama po siyang g of y. Kasi diba, pag sabi nga natin kanina, since this is partial integration, dahil with respect to x, parang ang nangyari kasi dito, parang nag-partial derivative ka with respect to x. Eh, syempre, dahil may kasamang y, kaya lahat ng y na solo lang, or that will be stand-alone, kagaya nitong 2y na to, it will become 0. Ngayon, nung in-integrate na natin siya, nilagyan na natin siya ng g of y. Okay? So ito yon. So bale, ito po yung magiging final answer natin para po dito sa exact differential equation. Kailangan ma-integrate natin yung m with respect to x, ayun, plus g of y is equal to c. Ngayon ang problema mo, ito ang problem. Sir, paano malalaman yung g of y? Ito ang susunod na gagawin mo. Ayan. Yung n, di ba may n ka dun sa equation? Yung n, i-equate mo yan dun sa partial derivative ng integral ng m dx plus g of y with respect to y. Bale, di ba nakakuha ka na ng integral ng m with respect to x na may kasamang g of y. Siyempre, i-derive mo yan with respect to y. Ngayon, itong si g of y magiging g prime of y. Magiging derivative po yan. And then, kasi may mangyayari po diyang cancellation eh. Okay? Ngayon, kung ano po yung matira, syempre kukunin mo yung g of y by means of integration, then makukuha mo na yung g of y. So, ito na po yung magiging paraan natin para malaman natin, o ito po yung magiging format ng sagot natin pagdating po sa exact differential equation. That is method number 1. Integral of m dx plus g of y is equal to c. The second one is this. Kailangan ma-identify mo lang yung mga tinatawag na di at ndi. Sino yun, sir? Yung di, sila po yung mga direct integrable. Ito yung tipong, kunyari, dx, ang katabi niya lang x, or constant. Okay? O di kaya naman, kung y, ang katabi niya lang y, o di kaya constant. Na madali lang pong ma-integrate. Okay? Yung mga natutunan niyo sa calculus 2 or sa integral, no? Pero pag mga non-direct integrable, ito yung tipong dx, pero may kasama siyang x and y. Tapos hindi kaya dy, may kasamang x. Ito po yung tipong ano guys, usually yung mga non-direct integrable, ito po yung bunga ng product rule or quotient rule. Usually, yan yung mga mga NDI. Yan yung mga, kunyari, pag product rule, diba, ang sagot dyan, diba, dalawang terms. Pag dinerive mo yung isang function. Ganun po yun. Usually, yung mga NDI dyan, yung mga bunga nga po ng product rule or quotient rule. At yun lang po ang makakatulong para madali mo malaman kung ano po ang integral ng mga yan, ng mga NDI, para madali mo siyang ma-integrate. Kung familiar ka dun sa product rule or sa quotient rule. Kasi kung hindi, ay hirapan kang ma-integrate yan. Kaya yung mga ganyan. Sige. Let's have some examples. Okay. Test for the exactness and find the general solution of the given equation. We have 3x multiplied by xy minus 2 dx plus x cubed plus 2y dy is equal to 0. First thing to do, kailangan siguraduhin nyo muna ang naka-general form po siya. Naka-in terms of m dx plus n dy. Okay? Kailangan nakaayos mo na ha. M dx plus n dy. Baka mamaya ang gagawin ng iba sa inyo, kunyari, given, ang nauna dy. Tapos yun ang ginawang m. Hindi po lagi ha. Hindi po lagi kung ano yung nauna, yun ang laging m. Kailangan siguraduhin nyo muna na naka-m dx plus n dy is equal to 0 muna ha. Bago kayo mag-proceed sa kung ano man yung gagawin nyo. Make sure nyo muna na naka-general form po siya. Okay. Then after that, identify mo na kung sino si m. Siyempre, yung katabi lang naman ng dx sir eh. Hindi 3x times xy minus 2 or simplify that, 3x squared y minus 6x. And then yung n mo is x cubed plus 2y. Okay? Guys ha, don't forget din, kung halimbawa naka-minus to, wag mong kalimutang isama siya dito sa n. Okay? Nagkataon lang na syempre plus yan, kaya hindi obvious. Pero kung may minus dito guys, make sure na isama nyo ha. Okay, o ngayon, kunin natin ang partial derivative ng m with respect to y. Yung 3x squared y minus 6x. O ngayon, dito, tingnan mabuti ha. Yung derivative po ng 3x squared y with respect to y, magiging 3x squared. Okay, magiging 3x squared siya. Kasi, ang dinerive mo lang naman dito yung y eh. Yung 3x squared, constant yan eh. You will just copy that. Okay? Ngayon, dito sa kaso ng 6x, dahil dito, wala naman po siyang kasamang y. So, magiging 0 na yan. Pag dinerive mo yung 6x na yan with respect to y. Ngayon, yung isa naman, partial derivative ng n with respect to x. So, you will have x cubed with respect to x. So, ito, kaya to kasi direkta ito, 3x squared. Pero yung 2y, dahil sabi nga natin, pag with respect to x tayo ng partial derivative, you will treat y as constant. So, magiging 0 na lang yan pag kinuha mo ang derivative. And dahil parehas po silang 3x squared, ibig sabihin po niya ng ating differential equation ay exact. Okay? Now, let's try solution number 1. Okay. Unahin muna natin gawin, guys. First step. Okay, pag ginawa mo yung solution number 1, i-integrate mo yung 3x squared y minus 6x with respect to x. So yung 3x squared y magiging x cubed y. So dito po, ang in-integrate lang po natin yung x squared lang ha. In-integrate lang po natin dito yung x squared. Yung 3y, kinopya lang natin yan. Pero it so happen lang po na yung 3 na-cancel out. Kasi ang integral kasi yata ng x squared is x cubed over 3. No? So if I'm not mistaken, x cubed over 3. Kaya na-cancel po dyan yung 3. Tapos yung 6x, naging 3x squared. Then, isasama mo na yung g of y. Pero dito ang ginamit ko lang k of y. Okay? Yan. Pero okay lang yung parehas lang naman yun. K of y, g of y, basta function of y. Okay? So, ayan na po. K of y. Ngayon, susunod natin gagawin is yung n, i-equate lang natin dun sa partial derivative nung f o nitong integral ng m dx plus k of y with respect to y. So, bale, diba, nakuha mo na yung x cubed y, diba? Tapos minus 3x squared. So, pag kinuha natin yung partial derivative ng x cubed y with respect to y, so, kung copy mo lang yung x cubed, then, syempre, ang derivative ng y with respect to y ay 1. Yung 3x squared magiging 0. Yung k of y magiging k prime of y. Ngayon, yung nakuha mong partial derivative with respect to y, i-equate mo na siya dun sa n. Ang n natin, ito, ayan, yung n. X cubed plus 2y is equal to x cubed plus k prime of y. O syempre, anong sunod na magaganap? Cancel si x cubed. Ang matitira, yung k prime of y being equal to 2y. Syempre, ang kailangan natin guys, yung k of y o yung g of y. So ngayon, na-integrate mo yan both sides, yung k prime of y at saka yung 2y, you will have k of y is equal to y squared. And then, idudugtong mo na siya dito. Pero yung magiging final answer natin, ganito dapat ha. Yan. Yung x cubed y minus 3x squared, which is yung in-integrate natin yung m with respect to x, plus yung nakuha nating k of y na y squared, yan, that equals c. So, yan na po yung answer. Pero ito guys, bigyan ko lang kayo ng konting hint. May mga pagkakataon po na yung k of y dito, di ba? May mga pagkakataon po na c lang yan. Magiging c. So, ibig sabihin, so magiging c pala siya, sir. Ibig sabihin, kahit yung integral lang pala ng m dx na lang yung isulat ko. Kung yung k of y mo is equal to c. Okay? So, wag po tayo magsusulat ng parang maraming c ha. Kailangan isang c lang po yung isusulat natin. Kailangan lahat ng constant pag samasamahin mo. Okay? Para maging isang c lang. Okay? Hindi pwedeng dalawa, hindi pwedeng marami, basta isa lang dapat. Kasi we are talking about the first order differential equation. Okay. Ngayon, let's try the second method. Okay. Ngayon, kung titingnan natin maigi guys, so yung kanina, di ba, meron tayo kanina ditong 3x squared y dx minus 6x dx, di ba? Yan yung m mo. Yung n mo, yung x cubed plus 2y. Ngayon, if you're going to make a grouping, ayan, wherein yung mga ito, yung tipong mga NDI, pinagsama natin sa isang parenthesis, lahat ng may DI sa isang parenthesis. So dito, na-identify natin na yung ating DI o yung mga direct integrables na 2y dy at negative 6x dx. So ito, kayang-kaya mo ma-integrate yan, di ba? Ano po bang integral ng 2y dy, guys? Di ba, pag in-integrate mo yung 2y dy, it will become y squared. Yung negative 6x dx magiging negative 3x squared po yan. Pero dito, sa may NDI natin, nakikita nyo po na we have 3x squared y dx plus x cubed dy. Actually, ito po ay bunga ng product rule mula sa derivative ng x cubed y. Okay? So, paano namin malalaman kung ano ang magiging integral niyan? Ganito lang po. Tingnan nyo itong maigi. Try nyo pong i-integrate yung 3x squared y dx. Siyempre, ang ma-i-integrate mo lang dyan yung x squared, di ba? So pag in-integrate mo yan, you will have x cubed y. Ito, i-integrate mo yung x cubed dy. You will come up with x cubed y. Eh so, di ba parehas? Ibig sabihin, dapat pinag-add namin. Hindi. Huwag mong pag-add. Ibig sabihin lang nun, they are compatible. Kaya po parehas sila ng integral. Compatible sila. Ibig sabihin, kaya mo nagawa yon kasi it is because of the product rule. Nagbunga kasi siya ng product rule eh. Kaya po naging ganyan siya. Okay? So, don't be confused on that. Hopefully. So, ngayon, itong 3x squared y dx plus x cubed dy will be the derivative of x cubed y. Na pag in-integrate natin yan, it will become x cubed y. So, ito na po yung ating final answer. Siyempre, yung ating right side will become c kasi in-integrate mo yung 0, it will become c. So, ayan na siya. So, the same lang po nung ating nakuha kanina sa may solution number 1. Ayan na. Okay, we have x cubed y plus y squared minus 3x squared is equal to c. So, ganyan po ang approach natin pagdating po sa exact differential equation. We have 2x cubed minus xy squared minus 2y plus 3 dx and then minus x squared y plus 2x dy is equal to 0. Okay, here, okay, so ito naman, gagamitan naman natin siya ng exact differential equation. So, but before that, we have to check if this equation is exact or not. So, dito, identify natin sino ba yung m natin. Dito naman, ito yung n natin. Okay? So, we can have partial derivative of m with respect to y. So, we have, so i-derive natin yung 2x cubed minus xy squared minus 2y plus 3 with respect to y. So, yung una, yung 2x cubed, magiging 0 yan. Itong negative xy squared, so ang i-derive lang po natin yung y squared lang. Yung x, you will just copy so that you can have minus 2xy. Then ito, minus 2. Then of course, yung 3 magiging 0 yan. So, it will become negative 2xy minus 2. Tapos yung n naman, with respect naman po yan sa x. So, partial derivative of n with respect to x. So, isama natin yung negative sign. So, make sure na nakadistribute po yan dun sa bawat term. Okay? So, we can have what? Okay, so ito magiging negative 2xy, then minus 2. So, dahil parehas yung ating nakuhang partial derivative, ibig sabihin, they are said to be exact. Okay? So that is how we are going to determine if the equation is exact or not. Okay, ngayon, gagawin na natin yung ating mga solution. So let's try yung first method o yung first solution na pwede natin gawin under exact differential equation. So, kailangan mahanap natin muna siguro yung integral of m dx, then that will be equivalent to c. Ayan. So, integrate lang muna natin yung m, tapos yung dx with respect sa x, of course, then equivalent po sa c yan. Okay, so that we can have what? Okay, so i-integrate natin yung m with respect sa x. So we can have 2x cubed minus xy squared, yan, minus 2y plus 3 dx is equal to c. Ayan. So ngayon, integrate natin to, we can have what? Okay, with respect lang po tayo sa x, no? So yung una, we have 2x raised to 4 over 4. But later on, syempre, ka-cancel out natin yan. So, magiging x raised to 4 over 2. Okay. Then dito, ang integrate lang natin yung x lang po. So, we can have minus x squared over 2. Pero kasama pa rin yung y squared kasi constant naman yan. Okay. Then dito, minus 2y magiging minus 2xy. Then plus 3x. Then maglalagay po tayo dito ng k of y. Yan. Okay. Is equal to c. Okay, ngayon, so nakuha na natin itong partial integration ng m with respect to x. So ang next na gagawin natin, no, yung n, equate natin siya sa partial derivative naman yan with respect to y nang nakuha nating integral of m dx. So bali, kung ano yung nakuha natin kanina, itong nasa left side, integrate natin yan with respect to y, then equate natin yan sa n. So yung n natin is actually negative of x squared y minus 2x. So yan yung ating n base dun sa equation. Then kunin natin ang partial derivative naman ng ito. So ito magiging ano nga ito, no? So magkakaroon ka dito ngayon ng 2. Yan. So we can have x raised to 4 and x raised to 4 over 2. Ayan, minus x squared y squared over 2. Then minus 2xy plus 3x plus k of y. Ayan. So, bale, integrate natin yan with respect sa y. So, lahat ng may x, no, pero wala pong kasamang y, magiging 0 na po yan. So, ito magiging 0 na to. Ito 0 na yan. Ito 0 na din. So, ang matitira, ito na lang. So, we can have ito. Bale, copy lang po natin yung negative x squared over 2. Tapos, kunin natin ang derivative ng y squared, 2y. Ayan. Dito naman, kunin natin derivative ng y, magiging 1, matitira, minus 2x. Okay, then, plus k prime of y. Yan. So, ngayon, nangyayari naman next is, simplified na po natin. So, we can have negative x squared y minus 2x. Yan. Dito naman, we can have negative x squared y minus 2x, then plus k of prime of y. So, kung mapapansin natin, cancel yung ano, may mga makakancel. Yung ito, cancel din. So, ang matitira na lang sa ating equation is k prime of y is equal to 0. Which is, pag kinuha natin ang integral, both sides, so integrate natin to. So, we can have k of y being equal to c. So, yun po yan. Okay? So, therefore, equal lang siya sa c. So, ngayon, ang magiging final answer natin, so, since nakuha na natin kanina yung sa may, ano, di ba? Yung sa may general solution kanina or sa integral ng m with respect to x. So, we already have x raised to 4 over 2. Then, minus x squared y squared. Then, minus or over 2. Ayan, may over 2 pala siya. Minus 2x or minus 2xy. Ayan. Plus 3x. Ayan. Then, dahil may kasunod siyang k of y, and since k of y is equal to c, and yung right side naman ng equation na to, may c na rin. So, pagsamahin na lang natin para isang c na. Okay? So, ayan na po siya, no? Baligin niya na. Magiging itsura ng ating final na general solution. But still, para medyo mas masimplify pa siya, so we're going to multiply both sides by 2. So, we multiply natin to both sides by 2 so that we can have what? Okay, so para maging x raised to 4 minus x squared y squared minus 4xy plus 6x is equal to 0. So, ito po yung magiging final answer natin for this one using solution number 1. Okay. Ngayon, gamitin naman natin yung solution number 2 wherein yung pag-determine naman po ng ng direct integrables at ng non-direct integrables. So, gawin na natin yung solution number 2. Yan. So, we have solution number 2. Okay. So, wherein, ang given natin, isusulat ko lang ulit, 2x cubed minus xy squared minus 2y plus 3 dx and then minus x squared y plus 2x then dy is equal to 0. So, identify natin yung bawat terms kung sila ba ay NDI or DI. Let's start with 2x cubed. Dahil naka-multiplied siya sa dx, so this is DI. While the rest, or particularly yung negative xy squared at saka yung negative 2y, this is NDI. Ito namang 3, pwede natin siya ma-consider as DI naman. Kasi since, constant naman yan, pag with respect to x naman yan, magkakaroon lang naman ng x yan. Dito naman, ito, parehas po silang NDI. Okay? Dahil, ito, yung x squared y, nakamultiply siya sa dy, so may kasamang x, ganun din tong isa. Okay? Ngayon, medyo ayusin lang po natin siya. So, bali, pagsamahin lang natin may mga DI. So, 2x cubed, tapos plus 3 with respect to x. And so, ito lang yung DI natin, no? Okay, while the rest, magiging NDI yan. Pero kung titingnan natin, may mapapansin tayo eh. So, yung xy squared dx at saka yung x squared y dy. No? So, wherein parang ito pong dalawang ito is actually derivative po ng isang term lang or isang term lang itong dalawang to. Ganun din yung isa, no? Yung dalawa, no? Yung 2y dx at saka yung 2x dy. So actually ito rin ay bunga din ng derivative using the product rule ng iisang term. Okay? So ngayon, pag kinuha natin ang integral ng bawat isa sa kanila, ito magiging x raised to 4 over 2 yan. Then plus 3x. Then this one, magiging ano po yan? Actually, derivative po ito ng x squared y squared over 2. So kaya we have x squared y squared over 2. Kasi ito naman, this is the derivative naman po ng negative 2xy. And then, integrate mo lang to, this will be equal to c. Ayan. So, okay, para medyo mas malino natin siyang tignan, so bale, isa-isahin natin para makita natin. Ayan. So ito, okay, so we will have 2x cubed dx, diba? Tapos plus 3dx. Tapos ito, pwede siyang maging derivative po actually yan ng x squared y squared over 2. Ayan. Dito naman, this is actually the derivative of 2xy naman. So ngayon, pag in-integrate na natin yan both sides, no, or each term, okay, so each term yan, okay, syempre ito, cancel to, di ba? Yung integral at saka yung derivative. Okay, so that's why ang matitira po dyan, this will become x raised to 4 over 2, then plus 3x minus x squared y squared over 2 minus 2xy is equal to c. And then of course, multiply po both sides by 2, so you can have x raised to 4 plus 6x minus x squared y squared minus 4xy is equal to c. So ayan pa rin yung ating magiging answer. Yan. So for this example, ayan po yan.